the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Toronto Raptors. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. And the dunk by Poeltl.
I think this guy's a threat to throw it down every time Poeltl gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
And he can't bank that one in.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Now here's Poeltl. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Well, Immanuel Quickley is a combo guard who impacts both sides of the ball, Doris.
There's no question about it. He's a floor spacer. He can create for himself or his teammates. And defensively, longer than you think and very mobile. Boy, you love the determination from Julius Randle. This guy has a knack for scoring against good defense.
Quickley outside. Down low. Shoots. Poeltl with the bucket. Poeltl's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Edwards. And he banks in the layup.
Well, you know the length of Rudy Gobert. He's virtually unstoppable in that restricted area.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said, he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Randle. Launches a three. The kick out to Edwards. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Ingram on the wing. Knocked away. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And here are the Raptors now. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit. But size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Back to Conley. Pass to Randle. And here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Barrett. 16 feet out. That's short off the rim.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Barnes, it's good.
Well, what a big-time athlete. Scotty Barnes sprinting to the cup with effectiveness.
Outside Edwards. The three. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Now here's Barnes. Clock at 6. Barrett with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Barnes gets it to go from 18 feet away.
How quick with that shot off the catch with Scotty Barnes. My goodness, defense didn't have a chance to react.
And now the Raptors on the break. Count it. Good. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. It'll be the Mavericks off the tip. Here's Davis. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. And Clark, for these two teams, a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter, someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Here's Christie. Right side, Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim. You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And Irving gets it to go.
Flashing those crazy handles. I mean, major rush hour handles. So fun watching Irving handle the ball the way he does.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Screen by Holmgren. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
Yes, such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And stolen by Williams.
Great energy and activity on defense.
Here's Holmgren. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Pass to Christie. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Nice read by Thompson right there, you know, showing he's more than just a shooter with plays like this.
Now Williams. Stolen by Davis. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Oh, a dunk and a foul. A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. Dallas shooting their first free throw this game.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Got to push him farther out than this.
On the wing, Irving. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it.
A great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Knocked away. Dort with a steal. On the wing, Caruso. Wiggins for three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. To the inside. Here's Davis. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
The Mavericks leading. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win now mode, Allie. Thank you. And it's Thunder's ball. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Here's Thompson. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso, right side. Fires from the corner. Mavericks with a rebound.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
I don't know what to do about that. Davis just powering it down.
Chalk up two there.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Now here's Irving. Davis a screen. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lead.
Wiggins with it. Irving picks him up. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The Mavericks on offense. Pass to Davis. To the left wing. Here's Christie. Back to Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
And so it's Anthony Davis making... Things happened for Dallas. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
The Mavericks lead by 3. Pass to Dinwiddie. From 11 feet away. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Cason Wallace.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie has good size at the point guard position, and he uses it well to draw fouls.
And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Boy, there's not much to not like about Spencer Dinwiddie's game. He's a 6'5" combo guard. He can handle the rock. He can play with the ball, off the ball. Love his versatility.
Now here's Exum. And stolen by Williams. Here's Caruso. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Caruso's got his first points in this one.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Exum outside. Gafford the screen. Pass to Marshall. 6 to shoot. The 3. Wallace pulls it in. Thunder trail by 3. And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Dinwiddie, no good.
Okay, getting a little creative with the crossover. Unfortunately, he couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Hartenstein. Williams with it. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. Oklahoma City ball.
And here is Williams. Still no points. And that misses. That would have put him up. And stolen by Hartenstein. The kick out to Wiggins. Outside, Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander, double team. 6 on the shot clock. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Davis a screen. Will it go? And he lays it up and in. Christie's got his second basket of the game.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Pass to Wiggins. 4-3. Davis with a rebound. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Irving with it. Watched by Wallace. Washington hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
You know, Washington brings terrific strength to his inside game. He plays with quite a bit of force and fought his way into that shot.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Now into the lineup for the Thunder, Chet Holmgren.
A minute 53 left to the second period. Now here's Williams. No points so far. And Williams punches it home.
And the vision is far past his years. Williams with great decision making.
Christie's shot is off.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Ooh, the confidence from Holmgren inside.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
The Mavericks trailing to the middle. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Davis with it, and it's Gord picking him up. And Davis slams it home.
Davis, such a terror in the open court with his size and speed. That's a really lethal combination.
And slam that thing through.
A nasty two-hander.
Max Force throwdown.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Davis. Whoa! Can't outmuscle Davis inside.
Watching Davis do work like this is special.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7. Irving with it. Here's Washington. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. On offense, here are the Thunder. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Irving looking around. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player capable of taking over on both ends.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. And Washington powers it through.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout.
Timeout.
Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
All right, everyone. I want you to get back to your seats.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Thunder. They trail by one. Driving in. Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Outside Irving. Thompson outside. Davis a screen. Lets it go from deep. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
Down low. Dort. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And I think Lou Dort is a textbook example of a high-effort player. He is just relentless on both ends, constantly looking for ways to make a difference.
Now here's Irving to the paint. Easy two for AD.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Hartenstein a screen. A shot from the low post is good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Christie. Pass to Irving. Over Dort. Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. The rebound by Wiggins.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And stolen by Irving. Thompson gets a good look. Again, the Mavericks good for two more.
Well, that's exactly the guy you want to set up. I mean, Klay Thompson feels like every shot he takes is going in.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Wiggins. Plenty of space. And that one's good.
Assist goes to
Wiggins has got 5.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And Williams punches it home.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Pass to Irving. 3-pointer. There's a minute 12 left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Off target at the rim. Oklahoma City trailing. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Dort for 3.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop the sure thing, slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
And he sinks the second. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Here's Gafford. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Outside, Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 points in the game. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Dallas on top. Up 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
37.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. The Mavericks leading. And here is Irving. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen. Williams with it. Irving picks him up. Ball's going up the court. And the basket by Joe. It's all knotted up.
And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates. A very heady passer for a big man.
Pass to Christie. Now here's Gafford. To the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lively. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Caruso to take the lead. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
3 points.
And now a 3-point Oklahoma City lead. Pass to Marshall. Irving with it. Covered by Joe. Gafford the screen. Irving with it. And stolen by Holmgren. Now Caruso. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Irving. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Oklahoma City making a switch here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Davis. finished off by Davis.
The size advantage gives him a clear path to the shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now Thompson defending. From down in the low post, it goes.
And the advantage he has is obvious. It's clear. I mean, just taking what the defense gives him there.
Here's Irving. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Wiggins for 3. Davis for the rebound. Here's Irving to the right side. And here's Davis. Clock at 6. Holmgren with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. A great 4th quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance. And it's a 6-point Oklahoma City lead. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Outside Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Irving. The 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams from long range. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. And the Thunder lead by 9. Here's Irving. They can't stop the run with that one. So it's Oklahoma City now. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Outside Irving. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander to the inside. Pass to Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots from 14. And it's blocked by Davis. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. Stolen by Davis.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Deflected. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. Dort with a steal. Down low. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here are the Thunder with the ball. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Hartenstein. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And it's an 11-point Oklahoma City lead. Oklahoma City winning this one. It ends. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Here we go. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. And finished off by Hayes.
LeBron doing what he does best, creating for and elevating others.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Better be on your game tonight, Clark. These teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, B.A., but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
And the shot goes down.
And, you know, the evolution of Embiid continues. At 7 feet tall, he can look over defenders and make great passes, and he's got a nice feel for passing the ball.
Now here's Doncic. Hayes inside. 5 to shoot. Here's Doncic. Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by Maxey. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's stolen by James. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
And then Embiid with the dunk.
Thunderous throwdown that time from Joel Embiid.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
First one falls for him. Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
B.A., I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. And he's in that category. One of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
Back to Maxey. Over to the left wing. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Bona. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
To the paint. And finished off by Hayes.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. Here's Council. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Doncic left side. Yep, that one goes.
Luka, combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
76ers trail by 4. Maxey attacking. Pass to Council. Maxey surveys. To the wing, right side. Inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Boy, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Second team foul. At the line for Los Angeles, Austin Reeves. Shooting 1.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Counted from distance. Doncic has got 5.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep because he's unguardable.
Pass to Bona. And here's Edwards. Fires the 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Now here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. And here they go. Shot is good by Edwards.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Back to Reeves. Pass to Vanderbilt. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Stolen by Vanderbilt. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Lowry surveys the D. Got it up. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. It's Los Angeles up 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
76ers trail by 6. To the inside. Down low. Here's him. Oh, Embiid with the highlight of the night.
Boy, this big guy, Joel Embiid, is a center with an awesome dunking arsenal.
What a 22-23 season it was for Joel Embiid. Named MVP with the Sixers, Clark.
Yeah, and that was Philly's first MVP since the answer, Allen Iverson, back in 2001. Embiid led the league in scoring at over 33 a game on 55% shooting from the floor. Remarkable. Nobody could stop him. He was virtually unguardable.
Offensive board. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Ball has been called.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to James. Finney-Smith, a screen. Shot clock at 5. Over Embiid. Rebound by Philadelphia.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
And Oubre gets it to go.
George with a fantastic look. Excellent job creating an easy opportunity for his teammate.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Excellent D there from Embiid.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Grimes. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
Now here's George. Yet to see a basket. Outside Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Embiid. There's the block. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Los Angeles shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
At the line for 1.
That's good from Doncic. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Here's Connect. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Out to the right wing. Here's Yabusele. Outside Maxey. To the inside. Here's Grimes. Here's Bona. Pass to Maxey. Here's Yabusele. Hachimura covering. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. For 3. Maxey. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. The Lakers in the lead. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie.
Luka with so many physical gifts, taking flight right there.
Outside Maxey. It's deflected. 1:51 left in the first half of basketball. Hachimura from long range. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
And it's Bona missing. And here are the Lakers. Kicks it to Doncic. Fires it. Offensive rebound. Goodwin. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Here's Yabusele. Back to Maxey. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
And so he makes both from the line.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
76ers trail by 4. Here's Bona, and he jams it home with authority.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Reeves. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Back to Hayes. And it's Bona with a rebound.
Boy, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Left side Reeves. Back to Hayes. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Lakers ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Edwards with it. Lowry outside. Pass to Embiid. Doncic grabs the miss. The Lakers lead by 5. James outside. Back to Reeves. It's James on the wing. LeBron, attack mode. And down it goes. 2 points.
That's really how LeBron prefers to finish, at full speed, driving hard and dictating the pace and keeping pressure on the defense.
And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
Pass to James. Back to Doncic. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
James deciding where to go with it. There's the strength of the king.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Lowry drives in. They need this. No good on the layup. The Lakers lead by 12. James, right side. Pass to Reeves. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And Philadelphia making a change here. 76ers on D. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. Out to Hachimura. Three-pointer. Oh, James knocks down the triple.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Pass to Oubre. Back to Maxey. George outside. Maxey with it. To end the drought. The offensive rebound. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now, here is James. Back to Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by James. Reeves has got 9 points.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Count that bucket. Drummond's got his first points in this one.
That's where Drummond generates most of his offense. I mean, he's got a lot of moves in the low post.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Back to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hachimura sets a screen. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. No good with the triple. 76ers trail by 16. And now the Sixers on the break. Here's Embiid. He can't hit that time. Oh, great D that time from Kleber. James with the ball. Picked up by Embiid. Pass to Kleber. Now Doncic. George defending. Doncic right side. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Luka Magic has been on display tonight. He is in full control, piling up the points. Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 13. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
That's his first personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
Doncic hits them both. 76ers trail by 18. Outside Maxey. Inside. Kleber with a steal. Doncic right side. Out to James. Off target with the three. He gets it up. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Los Angeles. Feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. Building this lead up.
27.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So it's Los Angeles now. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. It's James with the drive. Pass to connect. Now here is James. Fader on the way. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. James has got 9 points here in the second half. And here is Maxey. Check by James. Some solid defense from James. The Lakers lead by 20. This one for 3. Joel Embiid pulls it down. To the middle. Here's Oubre. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
James outside. What's incredible about LeBron, he makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
VA, I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks, inspiring along the way.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And Los Angeles making a change here.
Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Both free throws good from James. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, BA, and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA is stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
What touch from LeBron. Almost unrivaled in terms of different finishes in the paint.
Rejected by James. And here's Doncic outside. It's hauled in by Oubre. And George with the jam.
George playing strong down low. Love to see him finish with authority.
James outside. That three's off the mark. 76ers trail by 20. Down low. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup.
Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. For the finish. And And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. From deep, Reeves. Rebound by Philadelphia. And stolen by Reeves. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Philadelphia calls time here. They trail by 20. .151 left to play in the fourth quarter. Hayes attacking.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
George outside. To the inside. Embiid gets the bucket. Embiid's got 8 points here in the quarter.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
Yeah, that one's good.
LeBron's skill level is so great. I mean, that mid-range is not his go-to, but he can do it all, so it looks like it's part of his go-to.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Lakers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And what a huge performance it was for LeBron James.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end. And that's a frustration foul. They've let this game slip away.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
Now a timeout called by Philadelphia. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He's perfect from the line this time.
And James considered a franchise talent without question. This guy is the complete package.
Fires from way outside. And the 76ers get it back. It's good on the putback. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to James. It's James on the wing. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oubre. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Oh, stolen by Embiid. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. The Lakers with the ball. Pass to James. Got it. And the Lakers lead by 21.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Assistant, Paul George.
It's James on the wing. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate